It's a Hollywood ending. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Here's Carter Evans.
They were so famous together, they became one word, Brangelina. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie were the ultimate red carpet couple, Oscar winners, humanitarians, and parents. But after 12 years together, Jolie filed for divorce from Pitt Monday due to irreconcilable differences. Jolie's lawyer said the decision was made for the health of the family. In a 2012 interview with CBS Sunday Morning, Brad Pitt talked about parenting his large family.
I admit there's times like, we gotta get up, here's your shoes, drink this Coke, drink this Coca-Cola, drink it all right now, drink it, just so we can get them up and then going.
Your aim's as bad as your cooking, sweetheart.
Pitt and Jolie's love story started in 2005 on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. The couple quickly became tabloid regulars, and 6 children later, they were married in 2014. Outside the spotlight, Jolie and Pitt traveled the world raising millions of dollars for refugees and victims of Hurricane Katrina. Brangelina has become a brand, says Matt Bellany, executive editor of The Hollywood Reporter.
The collective star power that these two people have is unprecedented in the modern media universe.
They're worth about $400 million, and they made 3 movies together. The latest, My Sea, is a story about a disintegrating marriage. After filming, Jolie reflected on her own relationship.
You have to embrace those hard times and those challenges and know that that's a part of your marriage. And hopefully it never gets as bad as this couple in this movie.
But reality intervened, and soon the story of Brangelina will fade to black. Carter Evans, CBS News, Hollywood.
And that's the CBS Evening News for tonight. For all of us at CBS News, all around the world, good night.
This is Oklahoma's own News on 6.
First at 6, a new protest in the wake of a deadly Tulsa police shooting.
The group We the People Oklahoma organized the protest demanding the arrest of Tulsa police officer Betty Shelby. News on 6 reporter Tony Russell's downtown with more on that for us here at 6. Tony.
And there is a large crowd gathering here, as well as national and local media here for this We the People protest and rally. Mark Lewis is expected to speak any moment now. He has called this rally, this protest rally, out in front of the Tulsa Police headquarters. Again, there is a very large group here right now gathering. You're seeing signs that are obviously remembering Terrence Crutcher. Also, people calling for the arrest of Officer Betty Shelby. About an hour and a half ago, we were up at the courthouse plaza, and they had a peaceful vigil prayer, and some of those members are also gathered here at the Tulsa Police Department. I'm going to try to get Mark Lewis to kind of give us a quick preview. Mark, we're live on Channel 6. Can you give us a quick preview of what's going to happen tonight?
Tonight we are calling for the officer to be arrested immediately. We're thankful for all the people here. It'll be a peaceful protest tonight. We have a lot of speakers, and that's our focus. Our focus is that she needs to be arrested tonight.
Okay, thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Okay, and we'll be here throughout the evening and throughout the night, and don't forget to keep it with Channel 6 and newson6.com as we continue throughout the evening here in front of the Tulsa Police headquarters. I'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Tony. Now, the Crutcher family's attorneys say Terrence could not have reached through the window of his SUV, as police claim, because the window was rolled up. News on 6 reporter Katira Winfrey tells us they have photos they say proves their point. Katira.
Crutcher's attorneys say those pictures will eliminate that argument, but it will also reveal why they say the officer who shot him knew there was no threat. Terrence Crutcher's attorneys say technical experts rode slowly and meticulously through police video to find these images showing a blood-streaked, rolled-up window.
The good thing about video is it is objective, it's nonpartisan.
Since the beginning, the officer who shot Crutcher has said when Crutcher walked to his car, she feared he may have been trying to reach through a window to get a gun. Police never found a gun. That, combined with having so many officers on scene, Crutcher's attorneys say non-lethal force should have been the only option.
He didn't make any sudden movements. The only movement that happened is when Terrence was hit by the taser. And he was shortly thereafter shot.
Crutcher's attorneys are also taking a closer look at 911 audio. Here's how one caller described seeing Crutcher's car in the middle of the street.
No, it's actually an abandoned vehicle. Somebody left their vehicle running in the middle of the street with the doors wide open.
Attorneys say when the officer got on scene, Crutcher was nowhere around when she closed the doors.
He didn't close the doors on the car. He comes upon the scene when she's at the car. She said he approached her as she was securing the vehicle. And if she secured the vehicle, especially the driver's side, she knew there was no gun there.
And we just got done talking to Officer Betty Shelby's attorney, and he says he's been told that a little bit of the window had been rolled down, so he'll wait to see the police crime scene photos to comment on that. In the meantime, Crutcher's funeral is set for this Saturday. You can find more information on our website, newson6.com. Reporting live in Tulsa, Katira Winfrey, News on 6.
Tulsa police say officers searched Crutcher's SUV after the shooting and found a vial of liquid PCP, a wallet, and some Tulsa Community College textbooks.
News on 6 crime reporter Lori Fulbright continues our team coverage with what attorneys for both sides have to say about those findings.
The attorney for Officer Betty Shelby says she is a drug recognition expert, and she believed Terrence Crutcher was under the influence of something, possibly PCP, the night she encountered him. The attorney for the family says they don't know if Crutcher was or was not, but they say it doesn't change the fact that he was unarmed when he was shot and killed. The attorney for the Crutcher family says even if you assume Crutcher was under the influence that night, there is a certain way to deal with people who might not be in full control of their mental abilities and emotions. He says this was not it.
This is a textbook case of how not to treat someone in that condition.
The officer's attorney says people who are mentally ill or under the influence can be unpredictable, and the best thing to do is hold them until help arrives. He says Officer Betty Shelby tried to do that by calling for backup and repeatedly telling Crutcher to get on his knees, but he says Crutcher did not comply. Officer Shelby says Crutcher repeatedly put his hand toward his pocket, so she feared he could have a gun, which is why she pulled her gun.
She followed police protocol in this encounter, and I can't emphasize that enough.
The Justice Department is now conducting a separate investigation into Crutcher's death with the help of the FBI. In Tulsa, Lori Fulbright, News on 6.
And Tulsa Mayor Bartlett says he spoke to Terrence Crutcher's sister Tiffany, and he is calling her composure remarkable.
I spent a significant amount of time with Tiffany Crutcher, and it was remarkable how composed she was. We talked a lot about her brother, about their relationship. His father and I have played music together at the Tulsa Jazz Hall of Fame, so we have a little bit of a relationship, I guess, in that regard. But it was a very, very difficult situation, especially when the family saw the videotapes.
Tulsa Police spokesman Shane Toole says the department is adding extra security precautions after the Crutcher shooting. They're allowing officers to double up in patrol cars, but not requiring it. They're also turning down any new vacation and comp time requests. Toole says the department could end up putting officers on 12-hour shifts, but to his knowledge, that's not happened yet.
And to hear today's entire interview with Mayor Dewey Bartlett from 6 in the morning, you can head to newson6.com. Also online, why Tulsa police officers don't have body cams, even though the department has the money to pay for them. And new since 5 o'clock, we've learned All Souls Unitarian Church is joining with churches in North Tulsa for what they're calling a Vigil for Justice. Cries of the community. That's tomorrow evening from 6 to 8 at Metropolitan Baptist Church, and it takes the place of the All Souls Vigil we told you about at 5 o'clock.
Some breaking news from over at the University of Tulsa. We have learned that the university will be cutting more than 40 positions as part of a cost-cutting strategy. The university saying they'll cut 43 non-faculty positions, plus they won't be filling 20 positions that they have open right now. In addition, starting next month, the university will stop making contributions to all employee retirement accounts. They say that's temporary, and they're placing a voluntary salary reduction on TU's highest paid employees. We have more details on this at newson6.com. Tulsa police say a man has died from stab wounds after a fight outside a bar near 71st and Yale. Police say the man was stabbed in the head after a fight broke out between 3 men Sunday night. Officers say the other 2 men were also stabbed, but they weren't seriously hurt. No one's been arrested yet for the death.
All right, it's been hot and it's still hot. Take a look at what happened today, and you probably felt it outside. Heat index values pushing 107 in Tulsa, 109 in Eufaula. Even up north, it was hot. It has been pretty rough across the area. Heat index values around 107 in Tulsa, Broken Arrow, and Bixby. These were for today's maximum, as well as over in Wagner. And we're taking a look at temperatures right now that are still in the 90s, 97 at Catoosa and then 97 in Glenpool. So you get the general idea. It feels like summer. The unseasonable heat continues. Heat index is going to come down a little bit, and there is a chance of storms. And finally, we're going to say cooler weather. Details on that forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right. Thank you, Travis.
Right. Well, it's a game day tradition for Mike Gundy. Still to come, why Coach makes a point of shaking soldiers' hands.
And the times they are a-changing at the Bob Dylan Archives as more items arrive at their new Tulsa home.
A massive flood, but this one was different.
I'm Travis Meyer. It's been 30 years. What lessons this should have taught us, and are we ready for the next time?
Wednesday night at 10 on News on 6. We take your family's safety seriously.
Automakers recall millions of cars
When their safety is threatened,
a new way thieves are trying to get money.
whether it's crime, school, illnesses, products, or scams.
An alternative to the EpiPen.
Start your day prepared with 6 in the morning.
At Classic Chevrolet, you will enjoy hassle-free shopping, the best selection, the best customer service, and the absolute best prices in town.
Welcome to our house, where we are 29 years strong.
2016 Malibus from $18,288. New 2016 Silverados from $24,340.
We don't want to just sell you a car, we want to help you buy a car.
We want your business, and we want to show you where a handshake matters. ClassicChevrolet.net.
This scares a lot of people, as it should. Cleaning gutters is not just a messy chore, but a dangerous one. I'm Andy, and I install Leaf Guard gutters. They're covered, one piece, and do not have to be cleaned out, ever. And you never climb up and down this ladder again. Good deal?
Have you ever looked around an enormous fancy casino and wonder how much it costs to keep it running? So who's paying for that overhead? You, the players. About 70% of casino revenue comes from slot machines. If a casino needs all that slot machine revenue to pay their massive overhead, what's left for you? At Buffalo Run Casino, we take pride in having low overhead and no debt. That's why we can pay you more. Come play with us. Buffalo Run Casino and Resort in Miami, Oklahoma.
Get your tickets for 6 Advanced Tulsa State Fair tickets now through September 26th at Expo Ticket Express, Area Quick Trips, and Prosperity Banks. Buy early and save. 4 tickets for $24.
At Jim Glover Nissan, we're changing the game by giving you more. We're the only Nissan dealer to provide our customers with free oil changes for life with the Glover Guarantee. Plus, you always get Dad's guaranteed low price. Drive away in a 2016 Rogue for only $19,999. That's $19,999. Get $12,000 off MSRP on the 2016 Titan, or a 2016 Versa can be yours for just $149 a month. I'll see you on the showroom. Jim Glover Nissan, I-44 Memorial.
Dale and Lee's, celebrating 50 years of service. Quality that shows.
High-definition programming on the News on 6, sponsored by Cox, Tulsa's best choice for HD.
A new study ranks Oklahoma 4th in the nation for the rate of women murdered by men. The Violence Policy Center says this is the 4th year in a row Oklahoma ranked in the top 10. The study used the most recent FBI data available from 2014 and includes homicides involving 1 female victim and 1 male suspect. The report comes ahead of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which is next month, October. And the State Bureau of Investigation issued an arrest warrant today for a former Yale, Oklahoma teacher accused of lewd acts with a minor. The OSBI says former coach and math teacher Joseph Palmer had a relationship with a 17-year-old student at the school and traded explicit text messages.
A federal grant worth almost $2 million will boost medical training and technical support in Oklahoma. OSU is getting more than $900,000 from the Commerce Department grant for equipment for a new health center. The money will also help pay to train students in various medical fields. Well, summer's going nowhere fast on our Osage Casino Skycam network.
But Travis is still looking for rain before the end of the week.
And only on 6, Bob Dylan Archives arriving by the truckload here in the Brady District.
For winning service, selection, and prices,
Come to Dave's Claremore RV.
Come get winning deals on over 250 RVs today, like this 29-foot bunkhouse travel trailer at $14,995 and $120 a month, or this 31-foot double slide fifth wheel, $33,995 and $229 a month, and 24-foot slide-out motorhomes, just $69,995 and $393 a month.
Get your winning deal, but only from Dave's Claremore RV. See more, save more in Claremore.
You've been looking for the right tractor. P&K Equipment and John Deere have it. A dependable and affordable tractor with the best equipment on the market. A 3E Series tractor can flat out perform. Mowing, hauling, moving, it does it all. And do we have a deal for you? The 3032E tractor, loader, box blade, rotary cutter, and 18-foot trailer are priced to work at $20,999 with a standard 6-year warranty. Plus, you get a free John Deere tailgating tent. You've got some land. It's time you own it.
In Oklahoma, John Deere starts with P&K. An energy savings agreement is protection for your home, saving you cash all year long. With an energy savings agreement from Air Comfort Solutions, you get AC and heating tune-ups twice a year, same-day emergency service, and 15% discount on all repairs, no overtime charges, and lower utility bills. Saving your home's energy saves you cash. Your winning call, an energy savings agreement from aircomfortsolutions.net, 743-2300.
Looking for something fun to do? XPO Tulsa is coming to the Cox Business Center this September 23rd to the 25th. This festival is for gamers, enthusiasts, families, and people who want to have a great time. Come try out the newest virtual reality games and access premier games before they're even available to the public. XPO will also have $1,000 tournaments for Street Fighter V and Smash Bros. Wii U, plus unlimited laser tag. Get your weekend passes now with full access to XPO at xpotulsa.com.
A team of people that work together towards a common goal succeed, whether it's on the football field or in the world of business. At Jim Glover Chevrolet, our team is what makes us the #1 Chevy dealer in Oklahoma. We know the importance of taking care of our customers. Our Glover Guarantee makes you the champion with free oil changes for life, a free lifetime vehicle warranty, and more. Plus, with the addition of our second location at I-44 in the Arkansas River, we have one of the largest selections of Chevrolets in the country and will always provide the best price. Save big with $14,000 off MSRP on 2016 Tahoes, or drive away in a brand new Trax for $18,988. And don't miss 0 down and $319 a month on Motor Trend's Car of the Year, the Chevy Camaro. When it comes to service, we now have over 156 service bays and over 200 service loaner vehicles to get you back on the road in record time. Jim Glover Chevrolet, I-44 in the Arkansas River, take the Elwood exit or I-44 Memorial.
NCIS is back.
Grab your gear.
And better than ever.
Quit burying the lead. Get to the target. Sorry, caught in the moment.
The NCIS season premiere. Then, if you want to get a jury on your side,
tell me about her.
You need to get inside their heads.
The women on this jury hate your lawyer.
We're losing.
I like a challenge. Can you help my son? Absolutely.
Michael Weatherly in the series premiere of Bull after NCIS CBS tonight.
The Bob Dylan Archive is coming to Tulsa, one truckload at a time.
The second shipment got here today. Rick Wells shows us it contains some Bob Dylan pieces that you can see before they're displayed anywhere else.
This represents shipment number 2 of Bob Dylan's archive materials from New York City to Tulsa and the Gilcrease Museum. Up to now, we've received mostly letters and lyric sheets. This shipment provides some of the items that help tell the story of Bob Dylan's career. One of his guitars, some posters and photos, and other items.
It's kind of the first public exhibition of materials in the collection.
That's Michael Chaikin. He's the curator of the Dylan Archive. We're on our way to the Conservation Lab to examine a couple of the key pieces that arrived today.
It's in surprisingly good shape.
It's the leather jacket Dylan wore at the Newport Folk Festival in 1965, when he went from an acoustic folk musician to more electric rock musician. And for Dylan fans back then, it's a huge deal.
Completely, divided the audience. Some people booed, some people cheered.
The other item they're inspecting is Bruce Langhorne's tambourine. It and he were the inspiration for Dylan's song. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me, which you will now be singing along for the rest of the evening. You're welcome.
There's still a lot in New York City, so it's going to take a little while, but it'll get here.
Rick Wells, News on 6.
And you can see some of those Dillon Archive items up close. Tomorrow night, the Circle Cinema will host the world premiere of the 10th anniversary edition of the Martin Scorsese film No Direction Home. It's at 7 o'clock, and some of the archive items will be on display in the lobby.
Now, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
I'm not going to be complaining, neither is Dick Farrow, but because there's rain on the forecast. But so far, September has not treated us very well. It's only been about 1.5 inches, a little over 1.5 inches of rain, and so far we're pushing well over 1 inch below normal. And for the year, 22 inches. That leaves around the Tulsa area and then into Wagner County, Muskogee County, and also into Cherokee County with a deficit, kind of a big deficit, and we're talking about 8 inches around Tulsa. So not everybody has the same thing, because some folks in Broken Arrow had like 4 inches or 5 inches of rain while some other folks didn't, and that's just in parts of Broken Arrow, not for every one of you guys. But again, it just kind of is wherever you are, that's just kind of one of those situations. So we're just going to be looking for a chance of rain, trying to come back and help us out a little bit, because there's a lot of brown in green country right now, and it should be totally green, because September is usually a very wet and very nice month, kind of give us a little shot into the late fall. And unfortunately, we're not even getting into fall yet, and we're still just burning. So we have our best chance of rain coming in on Sunday with a cool front that'll be in the area. Right now, still looks nice, and I mean, there's still a lot of great places that are looking fine and have had rain over the last couple of weeks, but my place is not one of them. Dick Farrow beat me on rainfall just this past week by a long shot. But we're talking about, again, just at this hour, it is summer. It's just 95. Heat index 104 here at 6 o'clock. And people are saying, really? Really? And yes, really. 73 is a dew point, which is very, very high for this late in season. Pressure is rising at this hour. We do have ragweed, which is high at this time, but our temperatures are high. 97 Catoosa, 94 if you're in Broken Arrow. I mean, all these temperatures are just, I don't want to say crazy hot, but they are for this time of year. And as we look across the area for tonight through the morning hours, not much happening. A very light southeast wind. Patchy low-lying areas of fog are possible, but temperatures in the upper 60s. Heavy dew tomorrow morning, and 71 in Tulsa. A little bit warmer to the west, where the winds might be just a little bit stronger. During the day tomorrow, still relatively light winds, and that's not helping. That's probably one of the biggest problems right now, is there's not a whole lot of air movement. We'll be hot again. 90 to 95 pretty much covers all of us. The heart of Tulsa should have the biggest impact with heat. Humidity values are going to be high enough. The heat index value is above 100. So work our way into Thursday. Temperatures a couple of degrees cooler, but still 65 to 70 covers everybody. And then as we look on into Thursday afternoon, still hot. Thanks, nothing's really changing around here. It's like, oh, come on. Well, so far we're not seeing any significant changes till we get to Saturday afternoon. So early Friday morning will still be upper 60s. Then by the time we get into the afternoon, we're still at 90 or low 90s. And then as we extend the forecast and move on into Friday night, so high school football games are fine but warm. By Saturday we'll be around 70 or 72 in the morning. Then some green shows up. That green is not money, but it could be to some farmers. Showers and thunderstorms will try to start to move in late Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and then on into Sunday. Sunday, again, is our best chance. Now, the other side of this is with a front. The heat index value is still going to be hovering near 100 until Saturday, and then finally, you get that cold front coming in, and it starts to improve. And tonight, still summer. We're looking at 85 at 9 o'clock. Tomorrow, mild but warm, very warm for this time of year. And then look for temperatures near 90 at noon. As we extend the forecast, here's the 90s. We're stuck for a little while longer. We could call them dog days of summer because it's still summer until we get to Friday. And then we see that chance of rain and thunderstorms. Best chance late Saturday night and Sunday night into Monday, maybe lingering into Tuesday, and sharply cooler next week.
That looks good.
Hey, now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
All right. Thank you, Trav.
Well, coming up, TU coaches and players talk about their favorite uncle.
And the patriotic gesture by OSU's head coach. John has sports next.
Air Coast Service has been serving our community for over 55 years. With a history like that, you know we treat customers right. Is it time to replace your old heating and air system? Right now, get a $650 trade-in allowance. Air Coast Service, the company you know.
Today we're going to be comparing these two truck beds. Let's start over here with this aluminum bed. Put your toolbox up here. Whoa.
That's a big hole. That is unbelievable.
Now let's check out the roll-formed steel bed of the Silverado. Same spot, same empty toolbox.
took it way better. The steel held up.
Find your tag and get 16% of MSRP cash back on select remaining 2016 Silverado pickups in stock. That's over $7,500 cash back on this Chevy Silverado. Chevy drives Oklahoma. Find new roads.
Join thousands of other PSO customers who are cutting their electric bills with PSO's Power Hours program. You can get in on the savings too at PSOPowerHours.com. You'll cut your electric costs annually